9 businesses, real ones, not theory, not start a blog and wait 5 years, not invest in crypto and hope. 9 businesses that people with no money, no connections, and no business experience have used in 2024 and 2025 to go from broke to generating real income fast. I am going to tell you exactly what each one is, exactly what it takes to start, exactly how fast the money arrives, and exactly why most fail, so you don't make the same mistake. One of these 9 is yours. You will know which one by the end of this video. 18 minutes, 9 businesses, no filler, no fluff. Let's go. Before we start, one rule for this list. Every business on it meets 3 criteria. First, it can be started with less than $500, most with less than $100, some with 0. Second, it can generate meaningful income within 90 days of consistent effort. Not millions, meaningful. Enough to change the math of a difficult month. Third, it has a real ceiling, not just survival income, a path for the people who build it seriously to something that actually changes the trajectory. These are not side hustles. They are businesses with side hustle entry points. The difference matters. Business 1, service arbitrage. And I am putting this first because it is the fastest path from 0 to income that exists in 2026. Here is the model. A local business needs something done. A website, social media posts, video editing, graphic design, a cleaned office. They do not want to hire full-time. They want it done. You find the business. You close the deal. You hire a freelancer on Fiverr, on Upwork, on any platform to do the actual work. You charge $800. You pay $300. You keep $500. You did not do the work. You did the business development, the relationship, the communication, the reliability. This is not deception. Every agency on the planet operates this model. The difference between a freelancer and an agency is not skill. It is the willingness to sell before you can deliver, and then find the delivery. Starting capital, 0. First income, possible within 2 weeks of starting. The barrier is not money. It is the discomfort of selling something before you feel fully ready. That discomfort is the entire business. Sit with it long enough, and it becomes your income. Business 2, pressure washing. And if this surprises you, good, because it surprised every person earning $8,000 a month doing it. Here is the reality. Every driveway gets dirty. Every commercial building needs exterior cleaning. Every restaurant has a grease-covered back entrance that the health inspector has opinions about. The demand is structural. It does not disappear in a recession. It does not get disrupted by AI. It requires human beings with equipment. Equipment cost. A decent entry-level pressure washer, $300 to $500. Transportation, whatever you already have. First clients, your street. Literally, knock on doors. Offer to clean one driveway for free or at cost. Take a before and after photo. Post it. That photo is your entire marketing strategy for the first 3 months. Operators running this seriously generate $6,000 to $15,000 per month. The ones earning at the top are not better at washing. They are better at the business around the washing. Systemized, recurring, referred. Starting capital, $300 to $500. First income, possible within the first week. Business 3, AI content services. And this one is moving faster than almost anything else on this list. Every business needs content. Blog posts, email newsletters, social media captions, product descriptions, video scripts. The demand has not changed. What changed is the speed at which one person can produce it. Someone who understands how to prompt AI tools, Claude, ChatGPT, Jasper, can produce in 1 hour what previously took a day. The business is not selling AI output. The business is selling the editorial judgment, the brand voice, the quality control, and the delivery reliability that turns AI output into content a business actually uses. Charge $500 to $1,500 per month per client for a content package. 3 clients is $1,500 to $4,500 per month. This is achievable within 60 days of consistent outreach. The barrier is positioning. You are not selling AI. You are selling results. The AI is your tool, not your product description. Starting capital, 0. First income,
This is where it all
60
begins.
days with consistent client outreach. Business 4, window cleaning. And yes, 2 physical service businesses in a row, because the data says something the internet content space ignores. Physical service businesses have the lowest failure rate of any business category for first-time entrepreneurs. Not because they are easier to build, because the demand is real, the competition is local and limited, and the barrier to entry keeps most people from trying. Windows get dirty every week, on every building, on every home, and most people would rather pay $80 to have someone else clean them than spend their Saturday doing it themselves. Equipment, a squeegee, a bucket, cleaning solution, a ladder. Total cost, under $50. First clients, neighbors, local businesses, real estate agents who need properties looking sharp for listings. The ceiling, a 2-person window cleaning operation with commercial contracts, office buildings, retail spaces, restaurants, generates $10,000 to $20,000 per month. This is not an exaggeration. It is the documented reality of operators who treated window cleaning like a business instead of a chore. Starting capital, under $50. First income, possible within days. Business 5, digital products. And this one has the highest ceiling to effort ratio of anything on this list for the right person. A digital product is anything that delivers value and can be reproduced at 0 marginal cost. A template, a guide, a toolkit, a preset pack, a spreadsheet system, a swipe file. You create it once, you sell it 10,000 times. The economics are simple and violent in the best way. The products earning real money are not the most comprehensive. They are the most specific. A Notion template for freelance project management. A budget spreadsheet designed specifically for single parents. A social media caption toolkit for real estate agents. Specificity is the pricing mechanism. A generic budget template sells for $7. A budget template specifically designed for commission-based salespeople with a regular income sells for $47. Same effort to create, completely different buyer urgency. Starting capital, 0. Platform, Gumroad, Etsy, Payhip, all free to start. First income, dependent entirely on marketing. The product does not sell itself. The product fulfills the promise the marketing makes. First income timeline, 30 days, with the right positioning and promotion. Business 6, local lead generation. And this one is almost entirely unknown outside of a small corner of the internet, which is exactly why the opportunity still exists. Here is the model. Build a simple website for a local service business, a plumber, a roofer, a landscaper, a cleaning company. Rank that website in Google for local searches. Every time someone finds the website and calls the number, you sell that lead to the local business. The plumber pays $30 to $80 per qualified lead. The roofer pays $50 to $150. The cleaning company pays $20 to $40. You own the website. You own the leads. The business pays for access. Build 10 websites in 10 niches across 10 cities, each generating 5 to 10 leads per month. At $50 per lead, that is $2,500 to $5,000 per month from 10 digital assets working without you. Starting capital, $100 to $200 for hosting and domains. Timeline to first income, 60 to 90 days for the first site to rank. Timeline to real income, 6 to 12 months of building. This is not fast money. It is asset building. The distinction matters. Business 7, Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. And the version of this that works in 2026 is not what most people think when they hear it. Not writing novels, not memoir, not fiction. Low-content books, journals, planners, notebooks, activity books, puzzle books. These require no writing ability. They require design ability, which can be learned in days using Canva, and keyword research ability, which can be learned in an afternoon. Here is how it works. You design a 90-page guided journal for anxiety management. Upload it to Amazon KDP. Amazon prints it on demand when someone orders. You earn $2 to $3 per sale. You pay nothing until it sells. One book earning $3 per sale and selling 100 copies per month. $300. Not life-changing. 10 books doing the same, $3,000. 100 bucks, $30,000. The operators at the top of this model have catalogs of 200 to 500 products, built over 2 to 3 years, earning passive income. Starting capital, 0. First income, 30 to 60 days. Business 8, mobile car detailing. And this is the premium cousin of the service businesses we discussed earlier. A car wash is a commodity. A detail is a luxury service. People pay $15 for a wash. They pay $200 to $500 for a detail. The model is mobile. You go to their home. You go to their office. You provide the transformation while they are busy doing something else. Equipment: a high-quality vacuum, brushes, specialized chemicals, a portable steamer. Total cost: $200 to $400. First clients: high-end neighborhoods and corporate parking lots. The marketing is visual. One satisfying video of a dirty interior becoming new again is worth 1,000 cold calls. Posted on Instagram Reels and TikTok with local tags. The ceiling: a mobile van with a trained team doing 3 to 4 details a day. $600 to $1,000 in daily revenue. $8,000 to $12,000 in monthly profit. Starting capital, $200 to $400. First income, possible within the first 2 weeks of focused outreach. Business 9, SMMA, Social Media Marketing Agency. And before you say it is saturated, listen to the version that is actually working in 2026. You are not posting on Instagram for them. You are running a lead generation system. You find a local business that needs customers, a gym, a chiropractor, a solar company. You run their ads. You manage their lead flow. You charge a monthly retainer, $1,500 to $3,000 per month per client. The secret at scale? You don't run the ads. You hire a specialist media buyer for $500 per client. You keep the $1,000 to $2,500 margin. The barrier to entry is the ability to close the first client. Offer a pay-per-lead or free trial model to get your first case study. Once you have results, you have a business. 5 clients at a $2,000 retainer is $10,000 per month. With a media buyer doing the work, your job is strategy and client management. Starting capital, 0. First income, 30 to 90 days depending on your sales ability and outreach volume. We have the 9, but now we have to talk about the part that nobody wants to hear. Let's enter the honest chapter. Now, the part of this video that most videos like it skip. Every business on this list works. That is true. That is documented. Real people generated real income from all 9 of them in 2024 and 2025. Here is also true. Most people who try them fail, not because the business model is broken, because of 3 things that have nothing to do with the business model. The first is starting without finishing. The average person who watches a video like this starts 3 of the businesses on this list in 3 weeks and finishes none of them because starting is exciting and the first obstacle feels like evidence that it was the wrong choice. The window between starting and the first result is where most businesses die, not because the model failed, because the person stopped. The second reason is prioritizing research over action. There is a version of preparation that is not preparation. It is avoidance with a productive label. All of it substituting for the one thing that actually generates income, the first outreach email. Information does not make money. Action on information makes money, and the distance between those 2 things is where most people live permanently. The third reason is choosing based on excitement instead of fit. The right business is the one that fits your specific situation, your available time, your existing skills, your local market. Pressure washing requires physical tolerance. Digital products require patience. SMMA requires sales ability. Choose based on what you can sustain, not what sounds best in a video. 9 businesses, all real, all starting under $500, all generating real income for real people in 2025 and 2026. Here is what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, right now. Write down the number of the business that felt like yours, not the most impressive, not the highest ceiling, the one that made something in you say, I could actually do that. Then write down one action you could take in the next 24 hours toward it. Not a plan, one action. An email, a search for competitors, one thing. Because the difference between the people who change their financial situation and the people who watch videos about it is not intelligence, not opportunity, not luck. It is the next 24 hours. What you do with yours is entirely up to you. If this gave you something real, subscribe, because next week we are going deep on the one business on this list with the highest success rate for complete beginners in 2026. Knocks out.